Okay, howdy everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Clueless Commentary. I don't know if I'll actually be calling it that, but as you might notice, there is no video for this. This is a commentary track, so if you've never done a commentary track before or listened to a podcast commentary track, what we're going to do is you'll have this video playing as it should already be playing, because that's the only way you'd hear this is if it was playing. But you'll have this playing, and in the description of this video, if you look in the description, there'll be a link to a movie, and that movie we're going to be watching is called Big Money Rustlas by the Insane Clown Posse. It's a ridiculous movie, and that's kind of the reason I wanted to do it. But so what you're going to do is, if you want to participate in this, you could just listen to this itself. You could just play this video and just listen to the audio and not watch the movie along with me. But if you want to, the link is on YouTube, so it's completely free. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep this video open in one window. You're going to open another tab and open the movie that I have down in the description in the other window. And so you're going to have that sitting at 0. Don't play it yet. Just have it ready. If you need to pause this so you can open and search, or so you can open the other tab, then pause this until you got it. Once you have the video ready, don't press play or anything. Just have it paused at 0. Come back to this. Okay, so I'll let you do that now. I'll leave a bit of a space here, so pause it. Go open that up if you need to. All right, hopefully you've opened that up, so you have both this video going and that video in the other window paused. And so I'm going to give a 5 count, I'm going to count from 5 to 0 or whatever, or to go. And I'll count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I'll say play. And when I say play, then you press play and I'll press play. So we'll be watching the movie effectively at the same time, even though this is obviously doing it at different times, but you'll be playing the video at the same time I'll be playing the video, so we can watch it together. And won't that be fun? And like I said, if you don't want to go through that trouble, you could just listen to this by itself, but it's probably not going to be as exciting. There's probably going to be a bit of lulls in this that you'd only experience the watching of it or whatever. So it'll probably be more entertaining if you watch this along with me, but hey, it's your life, it's your world, you can do what you want. And probably nobody is really going to watch this anyway. So, yeah, I also will include a maybe half an hour video breakdown of this movie if you don't want to listen to this or watch it, or if you don't want to have to listen to the whole commentary and watch the movie, then I might do a little half an hour just breakdown of the movie itself. All right, so I'm going to pause here. Just make sure you have everything set up. You have that other movie sitting at 0, and then I'll give a 5 count here. So all right, here we go. I'm about to do the 5 count. Make sure you have everything ready. Okay, and remember, instead of 0, it is going to be replaced with play. So count down from 5. 0 will be replaced with play. We're both going to press play at the same time. And all right, sorry, there's a lot of unnecessary explaining. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So you may be also wondering why I chose this out of all movies, and I don't know. It's just a thing that I've seen it before, and I thought I turned it off. I've seen it before, and it's just a ridiculous movie, and I thought it would be funny to just watch with people. Because a lot of people probably aren't going to see this. I didn't even know this existed for a long time. And to ask if I'm an ICP fan, I liked them when I was younger. I still like some of their older songs, and I think they seem like nice enough, cool guys. Like nowadays, I think they have a bit more respect than they used to. But this is just a ridiculous movie. It's supposed to be ridiculous. The jokes aren't funny, but it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I understand if you don't like any of their music. I it's definitely not a band I can listen to. Like, it's not a band I can listen to seriously necessarily, but it is like good for nostalgia because me and one of my friends both like this a lot when we were younger. So it is good for that. And yeah, I also don't know why they decided to make a cowboy movie. I mean, the first one is just kind of it's more or less the same as this. It's like I think Violent J is kind of the big bad guy and but yeah, I don't know. This is just a weird western that I don't know why they decided to do. If this is your first time experiencing ICP, this probably isn't a good example. I mean, yeah. I just want to make this clear. I never said this was a good movie. It's it is not a good movie, but what the fuck is going on with the outfit too? Like that's not those wristbands are not fucking cowboy. It's like that's like leather daddy. And these are other dudes. I think that uh yeah. I mean the humor in this is so bad. Like it's literally like 12-year-old boy humor. But these are I guess also I always get confused. But there's like Monoxide and there's another dude and they're also like a band, a group on like Psychopathic Records. They might not be on it anymore because I think there's been various beefs between people. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the biggest uh, fan of this, but I do know somewhat about it. And like the reason I actually got into ICP is they had a video game called Backyard Wrestling back in the day, and it was actually a really fun game. It was like a wrestling game, but like super violent and stuff. And they had some famous people in it, and the soundtrack was just awesome. That's what made me like it. They had a few good songs. That's the first time I heard DMX was on there. Jason Mewes, oh yeah, Jason Mewes is in here somewhere. Which I don't know when they made this movie, but it probably wasn't a great time in Jason Mewes' career. I can't imagine, but I have no idea. Yeah, this is not a good song either. But the stuff I did like from ICP was in their older stuff. Like I mostly listened to their oldest music, and I guess I listened to some more recent stuff. Like because the records they had, they were all after these Joker cards, and I think there was like seven or something. And Riddle Box was the one I had, and then I also had an EP that was like the Boogeyman or something, or no, that was maybe a song on it. I don't remember what it was. It was some weird EP. I think they had a lot of those. But their old music used to be really silly and ridiculous, and then it got kind of more serious, I guess, and they started making, songs about like, the whole magnets, how do they work meme, like songs like that are like more serious and stuff. And yeah, the stuff I liked more was their funny stuff. It was just like ridiculously violent and stuff. And when I was a kid, I liked it a lot. I remember I got one of their albums and it had an explicit thing on it, so I couldn't get it. But I remember covering it with my thumb so my mom would get it for me because if she saw the explicit, she probably wouldn't have got it. So I remember covering the explicit sticker to for her to get it for me, and then she didn't notice, and I bought it, and that was my first ICP record, and it was Riddlebox. That was the first thing I had. Riddlebox. Yeah, but this is literally, I mean, they literally took like the whole, if you've ever seen westerns, there's a whole thing that happens in westerns, and they just took that whole kind of format and just stuck themselves in it for whatever reason. No, that's just weird. You can tell that's what's it called, dubbed. Like that person isn't making those noises. They put that in post for some reason. They felt the need to go. And the characters, I mean, all the characters aren't original. Like that whole voice where somebody talks like this is like, I mean, heard that in a lot of places. Uh, I just don't. I mean, this is what happens when you smoke weed all the time and have get a lot of money. I guess. I mean, I don't know why they did this. It's so bad, but I guess it is like. I mean, shit. You just have a bunch of friends. You have money, and you're like, "Fuck it, let's just make a cowboy movie." I guess, and you have the money, so you're just like, it doesn't have to be high budget. It's just gonna be for your fans. So, I mean, and I believe that's just a white guy doing some kind of accent. Not that I'm the most PG person, but I mean that's still, yo, okay, Esther. It's still odd. I don't know if there's blackface in this. I don't think so. I mean, ICP is doing clown face. That's a whole thing that apparently Steve-O freaked out at them about at one point. Like, you guys aren't real clowns because they didn't go to clown school, which is like, all right. I mean, he was also on drugs, and he had them on his podcast, and I thought that was sweet. I don't really like. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like Steve-O. I like Steve-O. I just think he's boring now that he's sober, and that's not a bad thing. It's not like I want dude to be on drugs, but like, I mean, he's just kind of a boring guy now, and his voice is hard to listen to. But I watch a few of his podcasts, and he has somebody on that I like. And I think a lot of these people too, if you're a fan of the whole psychopathic records ICP stuff, these are probably a lot of cameos that you would know. I don't know a lot about that world. Like I said, they had the backyard wrestling video game. They had some of the people from their record label in that. So I recognize some of those people, but I don't even know who's who. I just know that they're a part of it, and like I don't know their actual names. I get mixed up. I just know there's a person named Monoxide, and I don't remember the rest of their names. Nice. Nothing makes sense in this movie either. Like, not that you should expect it to, because this is a fucking ICP movie. But he fucked a hoe and left. He left real quick too. He didn't even stay till the morning. He's like, "No, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here." I mean, this is literally if you had a bunch of money and you and your like teenage friends, tried to make a movie. Like if I tried to make a movie, this is what it would be like. No, it would probably maybe even be worse than this, but I mean, it's not. There's nothing great about this movie. It's the humor in it is bad, the writing is bad. It's silly and ridiculous, and I mean the sounds. That's the thing too. Is it's just full of cartoon sounds. Like you can tell they're real big fans of Looney Tunes, which I am too. But I mean, oh, 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 and the sound engineering isn't good either. It's just like they just put the same sound over and over. It's, I mean, it really is having being like like a teenager in high school and making a movie with your friends, but just having a really high budget for it. I'm assuming all these people do look like they're actually Native American though, which is a good thing, I guess. So they didn't just use Mexicans. But I actually don't know for sure. I can't say that with conclusivity. But I mean, I grew up around. I mean, I'm still constantly the town I'm in is just mostly Native and white people, so they look like they're Native. So I give them props for that at least. That the that didn't make any sense at all. That bird I don't think would have fallen like that. Yeah, I should really break down what's real and not about this. Now that guy, I don't know if he's Native American. He just looks like a white guy with a bit of dirt on his face. If you've never watched a western or had uh any if you've ever seen ICP before, I would think this is a really weird for you. I wonder if anybody's watched this. I just didn't know either of them. Cause I mean, this would be such a fucking weird movie. Like at least if you know westerns, it's like okay, this just follows the classic western format. But I mean, yeah, it's quite a. Did he just wipe the brow of his hat? I'm pretty sure that's just a white guy. Why is he? He's doing like Al Pacino from Scarface accent, or from Modern Man. Saloon doors are always cool. I mean, this is a classic too. The bartender with a high voice. You gonna stranger? Oh, here you go. This is where they break down some of the plot points. Oh, this is another rapper, I believe. That's on one of the groups. The guy who's yeah. Fago. Did you see that? That drink. It says Fago on it. Yeah. Also, Shaggy Two Dopes. So if you're not aware of ICP, that dude right there is Shaggy Two Dope, And the fat dude that I said had those leather daddy bracers on, uh, he's Violent J. If you are not familiar with these, I mean, this is literally all of the jokes. It's just so. It's just literally that fucking 12-year-old. So fucking ridiculous. What the fuck? I mean, literally all of these things that are in this movie are things that are taken from other things. It's just like them taking their favorite things from fucking cartoons and shit and putting it into their movie. Isn't that nice when you walk into your mom's house and she asks you if you want to fuck her, gives you the rate? That's always fun. I think this chick might be somebody. I don't know. I don't remember. And that's a joke, I'm guessing. Canasta. I don't know what that is, though. Oh, here's more plot breakdown. Or, I forget the word for it when they give you. They break down things about the story. Mud bug. I like how this is a town that literally had just one street. That's all you'll ever see from this is just this single street. But it's a town somehow. I don't know where the houses are. It just seems like it's businesses, but I feel like that's somebody under that makeup. I feel like she looks familiar. I don't think I'm talking into the mic. No, okay, that's a funny joke. They're pulling their pants up because they fucking sag their pants. Is that Ron Jeremy? Or is I think that's Ron Jeremy. Oh my god, not Ron Jeremy. Kablam. And this is Violent J, I believe. And they don't. So stupid. I will say they tried. This is, and it's funny because I'm like, this is a terrible movie, and I'm shitting on it the whole time. But this is still significantly better than their other movie or their first one or whatever. That's just called Big Money Hustlers. That is actually even worse than this, which I know does seem probably hard to believe, but it's true. Oh, here we go. The gay guy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You kind of. This is early 2000s. You gotta have this. I mean, how can you have a comedy without a ridiculous gay guy in a fucking little like what's his name from Toy Story hat? you can tell they like this isn't good or anything, but they put effort into this, and it's like there's a lot of effort to put in just to make a shitty movie. Like that's a thing. Is that's the reason I never really got into movies, or especially now. I don't really have any intention of getting into movies as much because I feel like movies are so much fucking effort, and it's like especially to make something that's just shitty is like it's so much effort, and just I could not. Acting is something I could not do at all. I'm not good at it, and I just find it so much more cringy. And it's probably not things I do are probably like this are probably just as cringy, but I just feel so much more embarrassed acting because I just see how bad I am. Whereas when I do this, maybe I'm a little bit blind to it or deaf to it, I guess. No, Shaggy Two Dope's the new sheriff in town. I like how he didn't stop that. He's just walking around like checking out how bad the place is. But there's an obvious rape that's about to happen. He's like, man, this what a crazy town. That was funny. I tried that. Fifth environment. Oh, look at this gag. And watch it. He's still alive. There's a noose right there. Is he about to kill himself? Oh, that's that guy? He's a fucking. That's also a very low noose. Like, you couldn't hang yourself with that, I don't think. Like, he's taller than that. He's. Why? And it's odd placement. Just why is that there? Just for the gag of having a noose? So it looks like he was suicidal, I guess? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just can't. It's so cringy. Oh my goodness. I don't blame you if you stop watching this or if you didn't even start. I don't blame you. But I never promised it would be good. The fucking cobwebs are grossing me out. The Hatchet Man Saloon. Now, if you're not aware of ICP, that's their record, or that's their logo, kind of their mascot, and the record label is Psychopathic Records, and that's the logo for their record label. And he's called the Hatchet Man. That's not Ron Jeremy, is it? I think that other guy was Ron Jeremy, but I'm no, it's not Ron Jeremy. Well, yeah, I mean, some things is like I want to. I suppose that's why commentaries are probably a bit better with multiple people because there's moments like this where it's like I can't. I mean, what is there to say? It's just a bad movie. So many of these things too go on for so long, and it's like, oh my god, look at that edit. That was hardcore. How'd they do that effect? That must cost them so much money. Oh my goodness. Look at him. He's cleaning up the place. Oh my god. That's vanilla ice. That is vanilla fucking ice right there. I forgot there was a time Vanilla Ice was on their record label. He put like out an album with them, and it was like very serious. It was like Halloweeny or something, I believe. Maybe there was even a group that they did with Vanilla Ice, but it was very that was cringy as well because it was like he went from Ice Ice Baby to like coming back, and he was all hard and like he was trying to rap like in the ICP style. It was very weird. Yeah, we caught the only two black guys. That's not a good look either. It's like they're both black. No, oh wait, no, that guy's not black. He's just dirty. All these people are dirty, so it's hard to tell sometimes what color they are because uh, man, that's even fucked up. They even put makeup on their fucking eyelashes, and that sucks because I feel like when you blink, look at that. You can see it's like clumpy on their eyelashes. I feel like that would get in your fucking eyes. Ugh. Oh, and he's putting on some kind of affect with his voice. Like, look at how dirty these guys are. They all put on like so much dirty makeup on them for I don't know what reason. Ugh. I mean, I don't. I feel like the writing session for this was like, I mean, Shaggy Two Dope and Violent J just like smoking weed and just like saying the dumbest shit and being like, "Isn't that funny?" Like just dumb dick jokes and just hopping. It's like this the fucking. It's so bad. Just that. That's the thing too. Is like when things are just It's not even. It's like they're trying to be so funny, and it's not. And it's like makes it so much worse when it's just a bad movie. Sometimes it can be funny because it's just bad, but when it's like trying to be funny and it's just not funny at all, it's just it's so much more cringy. Oh, there we go. There's Jason Mewes. He had short hair. This might have been in his sober days. I would almost hope not though, because I feel like this is a. I don't know. He looks. I think. He must have a really long arm. Look at how far they're sitting away from each other. I forgot. I think he actually has a bigger part in this than I thought. For a second, I was thinking he's just going to be in here for a scene, but now that I'm remembering it, I think he's actually throughout the movie, which makes me even more sad. Like, oh, I mean, maybe it was fun, and it's like, but oh, it's so bad. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a little person in this. Oh, yeah, she's supposed to be like a sexy. I think she's like ends up being his girlfriend, I believe, in this. And it's just a short, sexy little midget that he's just. Oh god, I hear those overdubbed like sounds. Oh, they shouldn't get so close with that because you can just see how bad just the makeup is, and oh, it just does not look good. And this isn't even a good version of this. I mean, it's pretty pixelated as it is. So this is, I mean, this isn't high definition at all, but still, it's too close. It's too good of definition to get that fucking close. Oh my god, they're still doing this bit. Ugh. No, look at that. Look at that extra shot that they bought from somewhere. That stock shot. Another stock shot. Stock footage is helpful when you're making shitty movies, that's for sure. You can just buy somebody else's footage. Act like it's your own. Notice how that was shot way better than anything else in the movie. Oh my god. That's such an embarrassing role to play just for I don't know how long the shooting was for this. I can't imagine it was that long, but oh my god, is he supposed to be a zombie? I mean, this is probably somebody too. I don't know who this person is. But that just, dear lord. Fucking Superman. Like. Oh my god. That's amazing. It's like Christopher Reeves style laser effects. Oh my god. Isn't that the same actor as the. I'm pretty sure that's the same actor that's doing the fucking character. The ex sheriff, I guess. Oh, he just peed himself. Okay. Oh, dear Lord. That's a good gag, shoving a bitch off you. I think he just called them shit stains. I mean, this is so fucking ridiculous. Did they envision something better for this? It's just a man pretending to walk like Frankenstein and not doing a good job. I mean, this is literally like what is it? Superman 4, I think, where there was like a character and they shot like two different versions of it. But that's the one I think Christopher Reeves directed, and it's all about like the environment. It's like a really cringy movie. But I think they had another character, and I think he was kind of more like this. It was very, I mean, it's so cringy. This whole movie is just. But I mean, I always feel like you have to think when you're making fun of stuff like this. It's like they're probably just doing it to have fun, and it's like if I was rich and had money to do stuff, I probably would do dumb shit like this. I would hope maybe the jokes would be better. Oh, you just called him Gringo? So he is a white guy, but his name is Sanchez, and he's doing a accent. Oh my god, that is a slow walk. Yep, I think that was a bit too in a lot of westerns. They would have a cutout to just some guy. Except he would have more of a deeper kind of narrator voice that was telling you what's going on. Kind of like in Big Lebowski. Um, that one dude with the mustache that has that smooth Western voice that just narrating things. He's a white guy. I mean, I guess it's the joke is that he's a white guy, but he's acting like a Mexican. I'm sure he is a person too. I'm sure he is a person that's on psychopathic records or some other kind of actor. Yeah, I feel like this is some other kind of actor that's. He looks kind of familiar. I kind of just feel bad for everybody who's in this that their careers were in a place where they accepted this movie. Oh, here we go. See how many stereotypes they can get in here. They got the Mexican, they got the Native Americans, except they had a couple of real Native Americans, but I think that guy by the side is not Native American. I think they're trying to make him seem like he is. But you gotta have the Asian geisha, the one Asian lady that's in this. Although, yeah, there was a guy at the start that looked like he might have been Asian, but he also might have just been uh, some kind of Spanish. I feel like there's some kind of Spanish people that kind of look Asian. There's like a weird kind of look that both of them have, like some chubbier guys. This is supposed to be a funny gag too, that he's in this thing and she's cleaning him like that. Oh, the foot. I forgot about the foot. Dear God. This is. I mean, yeah, this movie is just so. And he's in his clothes too. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, his arms aren't even wet. His arms and legs are not wet. And she's scrubbing him. She's not even scrubbing him. She's just like dusting him. I mean, I would say good on them for just having a little person as like his girlfriend and stuff, but I mean, the whole bit is just that she's a midget. Like the whole bit in this whole movie is just it's just her. It's like it's funny because she's a midget and she has to run them out and like yeah, she's a midget and she's standing on his bed. So it's like that's a whole bit. She's pushing him because it's funny because she's a midget. Like literally every single one of these things, it's like it's funny because she's a midget. No, and he's in a baby outfit. She's a dom. All the voiceover in this too is so yeah. I mean, it's supposed to. I guess it's supposed to be gross, but like, I can't. Shit like that, I cannot watch. It fucking grosses me out so much. Making out in movies is always. Oh, yep. The foot. This is actually a bit that I think the original needed. Not that this is a good bit, but like the first one, Big Money Hustlers, it's funny to say because this is so bad. But that one is so even worse because it's like boring. It's like not even funny because of how bad it is. It's just like a bad movie that's just boring. I mean, this is kind of boring too, but this at least has more stuff to talk about than that one. I will say she's pretty hot for a. I mean, if that sounds so terrible of me to say for a dwarf. She's pretty hot for a dwarf. But I mean, often they just some of them just look weird because of their limbs are oddly they're just oddly proportioned. Sometimes they look weird. I mean, you can say the same thing about me. I look fucking weird, so who am I to judge anybody? But I'm saying for she's pretty good looking for having the odd things about her body. Oh, look at that! There's some good fake paw. It's like, oh my god, the budget for this had to be so low. That's why it's weird that there are people in this like Jason Mewes. Cause I mean, not that he's a big movie star or anything. He's in the Kevin Smith movies, but like, how much could people have gotten paid for this? I like how people are kind of trying to do a Western accent sometimes, but not really. Yes, boss. Yeah, I can't believe he has such a big part in this. You're a farmer? You don't look like a farmer. That doesn't really make much sense. Farmers don't look like that back in the day, I don't think. That's like a rich city businessman. Yeah, look what they're both wearing. They are not farm folk. Every time they say the foot, I'm just thinking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's more story. These times where they just like, we're gonna pause and just break down stuff about the story. Oh, the voiceover is just so bad. It's like they put so much unnecessary voice stuff in this. It also doesn't make sense. Like, why is he? I mean, his foot just stinks. That's the whole thing. And he's hooked up to, I guess his wheelchair is supposed to be like steam powered, I guess. That's the guy I was talking about. Not this dude, but the other dude that just came out. He's supposed to be dead from that. This guy, like I was saying, I thought he kind of looked Asian, but yeah, I think he's just some kind of Spanish guy. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I get that's a joke because it doesn't make any sense, but it's so fucking dumb. It's like everybody has guns. Oh, I apologize. Everybody has guns. You would think they'd just be able to just shoot him. It's like doesn't make any sense at all. Especially if that guy can get so close, why wouldn't you just shoot him in the head? I mean, it's really ridiculous. They tried to set up like this guy as some kind of badass, but then he ran him into explosives, which also doesn't make sense because there was no flame. So you could hit a bunch of dynamite, and if there's no flame anywhere, it wouldn't ignite. So that doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's one street. Now I feel like this is a ripoff of another movie theme, and I feel like if you're a movie buff, you would probably know. But that sounded like Indiana Jones or something. Dun 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 dun. Dun. I don't know. I mean, what were they shooting at? You like that? That's a good bet. I mean, you just pop out from behind a shed. Well, that's a good bet. You disappear behind the cactus. Also, I hope you know I'm being sarcastic. It's funny when I was younger, like my dad has like deer and stuff at his house, like taxidermied. And when I was younger, I just thought it was normal. Now when I go back to it, I was like, it is weird. I was very used to it when I was a kid, but now going back to the house when I'm not there very often, it's like, yeah, it is very weird to just have deer heads. Like it's not even just antlers, it's like he has like deer heads and stuff, and it is very, very weird. He also has owls, which aren't legal to kill. He didn't kill them. He found one of them hit his windshield, and it died, and then he got it taxidermied, and then another one hit somebody else's windshield, and they didn't pick it up. They just put it on the side of the road and kept driving. So my dad found that one on the side of the road in winter, and it was both because they were in winter that it was like he could like save them or whatever and bring them to the taxidermy person. But yeah, you can't kill owls. You can just if you find a dead one or you hit them or whatever with your car. He didn't do it on purpose. He was just driving and one flew in his windshield. But you can get those taxidermied. Yeah, it's just weird. I remember I had a little cousin that was really creeped out by it, and I just thought it was funny when I was younger, because she was like a few years younger than me, and she'd be creeped out, and I would just laugh. But now I'm like, I get why it's creepy, especially if you're a kid. You see these dead animal heads on your wall or on somebody else's wall. Because yeah, for me, we got them when I was pretty young, so or fairly young. Maybe I was like a teenager, like 10 or something. But this is Tom Sizemore. You can tell this is a guy who was like, I'm this is all I'll do. He was like, I don't want to act in your movie. I'll just be me, and you can just show me for 5 minutes at this one spot. I do kind of enjoy stuff like this in movies when it's like it doesn't make any sense because he is supposed to be an actor, right? And it's supposed to be he's like an actor today, and this guy's a fan, even though it's supposed to be in the old west, so it doesn't make any sense. But I could do like enjoy bits like that. I'm not trying to say this is a good bit though. This isn't necessarily a good bit, but I like the thing they're doing. I do kind of enjoy that too, because I haven't had things like that, but there's a thing like Jim Norton. I'm on his Patreon, and about every month, I would say at least, he has a live chat via Zoom or whatever. And if you're a part of the Patreon, you have a link, and you can join the Zoom chat that he's on and stuff, and you can talk to him if you want. And sometimes I go to that, but that is also weird because it's like I don't have anything to say sometimes, and it's a weird thing to be on like a chat with somebody you really like, and it's like make conversation. It can be awkward and stuff. So yeah, I don't go onto it all the time because it's just like I don't know what to say. But yeah, also sometimes they do just go on about stuff, and you're like, you want to. It's like gets a little bit boring sometimes. And you're like, you want to leave, but then you don't want to leave because then you feel bad. I also went to a concert once with somebody I liked, and there was not a lot of people at that concert. And there's like a part of it where I wanted to leave, not during the person I liked set, but just at a certain point. And it was like I was just tired and I wanted to go home, but you also feel bad when there's not a lot of people in the audience because it's like very noticeable when you leave. What? That doesn't even. I mean, wolf as in wolf call? What else would it be? That doesn't even make sense. Sugar wolf as in owl? Oh, look at that. That's a bit. That's a bit. They really. You can tell this really is like fucking Looney Tunes inspired. Because this is. I mean, this is also. You would see this in a lot of westerns as well. But I always think of the rootness, titness. What the fuck is that good dude's name? I just. Sam. What the fuck is his name? The cowboy in Looney Tunes. God damn it, I'm blanking. Whenever I try to think of stuff, like just immediately, so my brain blanks out sometimes. But yeah, the cowboy from Looney Tunes. He's where is this shit? I mean, when he's like at home and stuff, there's bits in the show where he wears this at least. But I think that's also in just a lot of westerns. They wear this weird onesie, and it has like a butt flap on it too, which I assume they might show some shitting or something with the butt flap. They might not, but I would not be surprised if they did. Ha 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 ha. Like nachos. What a good joke. No, no, maybe there's no butt flap bit. Oh shit, what a turn. Like you can see how heavy the gun is in her hand. It just dipping. It just keeps dipping and she's struggling to hold it up. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's a much less good looking dwarf. I realize it's a guy, but he's not a good looking guy dwarf. He's not like a Peter Dinklage. That's a big bullet. You know, like that nice fake hand. I like that you can see that hand is so much bigger than his other hand. Oh, this isn't. Look at this, the obvious doll. I mean, that's a bit though. That's an obvious bit. It's supposed to be very obvious, but I forgot. This does go on for a long time. I don't think he has a butt flap, but it does look like he has a tear in his butt. Yeah, I think this goes on for a long time from what I remember. And just the voiceover, it's just so. Yep, no, it's still going. This bit is still going. Yep, yep, yep. You know, they say there's supposed to be bits where it's like it's funny and then it goes on for so long it's supposed to not be funny and then it goes on for even longer and it starts to get funny again. I don't know if this is one of those bits. I feel like it's not. Let's see. Still going. Oh, there we go. What a cut. What a seamless cut. His arms work. Why doesn't he take it out of his mouth or push it out with his tongue? Exactly. They've done this in a lot of. I had the same problem with this as in the fucking Riddler or not the Riddler, Batman, the Dark Knight. I was like, why didn't he spit the bomb out or take it out? I don't know. Oh, this you can tell they filmed this out on the actual streets. These are all actual people, I think. I do think this is I think that was somebody probably they just hired that was on the street, but that shot, that first shot did look like they were just on the street and shooting on the street with just normal people walking by. It's supposed to be New York, I think. What a cut. I love that guy. Just cut. They're like, yeah, we don't really want to explain this character, so we're just gonna cut a bunch of shit out and just have him taking the chili. I don't know why you wouldn't just buy one of those jars. I don't know what that bit was all about, really. It's supposed to have a New York guy, and then he says something that sounds like gay, and then I don't know. He's peeing himself again. There you go. What a good bit. Even though I don't know how it would come out like that. I really shouldn't try to judge this like a real movie. I mean, those keys are so fucking. Oh, that's a good bet. And they're breaking the fourth wall. Oh, they have. Yeah, now they have automatic weapons for some reason. I mean, there really is no rhyme or reason to anything in this movie. It's just like whatever they felt like doing. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna have machine guns now, and his catch line. What's that called? His not punchline. His catchphrase, punchline. It mix them up. Did he just go to? Did Shaggy go to sleep with that his hand being shot, or was that just supposed to have cut right after the midget did that? I don't know. That's good acting right there. I don't know what was better, that or the no at the end of episode 3. Come on, Mang. Oh yeah, now I think that's his actual hand. I think they just put black stuff on top because you notice you don't see the bottom at all, and it's just like a red pool. Oh, there you go. He had a few craps in there. Lol. Poor Jason Mewes. Oh, that's a good bit. Some old bitch in there. You got a couple hot ladies and an old bitch. Although all these chicks do look like yeah, I mean they look like girls who might be fans of ICP or crystal meth. Yep. I mean, really, who is this for? I mean, because I can't even imagine ICP fans are like, this is funny. Like, maybe if you're really, really, really high, you're like, this is hilarious. I don't know. I don't even think that. Like, this is like for somebody with that's like a 10-year-old, but there's too much swearing and stuff for it to be for a 10-year-old, so I just don't understand who this is for. I like how it doesn't make any sense, or maybe it does at the end, but why both Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J and some other people, why there's just some people with face makeup for some fucking reason, and his mom has face makeup for some fucking reason. Oh my god, how many times are you gonna say? If you played a drinking game, how many times has the guy said "mang"? You might die. Yeah, literally. I think he says it after everything. Let's see. Let's see if he actually says it after everything. It's just a British guy for no reason. This must be a stripper. They must have just hired a stripper, some kind of male stripper. Oh, these are all guys lined up to fuck his mom. Yeah, I think that is Ron Jeremy there. 25 minutes left, folks. Not too much more. But I do highly doubt anybody has actually watched this whole thing with me. Because neither of these things I can imagine are that. Oh, there you go. There's Ron Jeremy. I would not want to let Ron Jeremy next to my child. Not even because I think he'd be creepy. Although I don't know. I feel like he might be creepy. But also he's just seems like a very there we go. There's another doll that they're fucking yep, there you go. And that's always fun. See guys that are about to fuck your mom and he has a board. Why does he have a board? This bitch is really familiar. She must be from something. She also kind of looks a bit like my an aunt I have a little bit. Not that my aunt wears clown makeup, but I mean just the way her kind of shape of her face is kind of reminds me of my aunt. But I'd like to see her without her makeup to see if maybe she is somebody famous that was in this. Someone like Jason Mewes that I don't know why they did this. It must be somebody, that chick. There she's getting her freak on. For you, the guy that threw me as a dummy around, apparently. They really like that bit though. They've done it twice already. Is the Have they done it more than twice? The bad fucking mannequin bit. Oh, these headphones fucking hurt my ears after a while. Dear Lord. Oh. Right now, I'm taking a break from my headphones. I can't hear anything. But actually, I might. No, I'm not going to turn it up because I don't want to affect your sound at all. But oh, they're just tight on my head, I guess, and just after a while, the pressure hurts my ears. A little bit of a break. They usually don't bother me through the podcast because it only takes like 40, like an hour at the most when I do podcasts, so it's not too bad for them. But anything longer than an hour, it just fucking hurts. Ugh. I still want to know why he has those bracers. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, I mean, the only other person other than leather daddies who have that is like bands like fucking those fucking Viking bands or like Manowar. I feel like is a band that would have that type of thing. You know, it's supposed to be a fun jerk off joke. See what I mean? Is like this can't isn't for kids. This can't be for kids because jokes like this, but like the humor is really for kids. Like I feel like Chip Chipperson, this is a movie he would write. It's like fucking hilarious. Oh, that was terrible, Chip Chipperson. It's fucking hilarious. No, I can't. I can't do a Chip Chipperson. I'm not even gonna try again because both of those attempts were so terrible. Oh, but it's not a penis. That's the whole joke. Ha ha ha. They like throwing up money a lot. They didn't even show anybody throwing up money. There's just money dropping from somewhere. I mean, really? Like, this isn't even. I don't. Like, who thought any of this was funny? I really felt like an hour 35 wasn't going to be that long, but now I feel like it's really dragging. Like, dear God, now I really do want this to be done. I can't imagine anybody actually watched all the way through this because, dear God, is it's there's still 20 minutes left, and I can't imagine the credits are gonna be that long. So now it's just like, oh, it just happened already. Yeah, this probably could have been like an hour movie, but they needed to have the foot in there for whatever God knows reason. Didn't make any sense. They made him seem like he was this big bad guy, and then he just got dragged by a horse, and that was it. That's a pretty good bit. That horse pretend to fall over. We're both watching this at the same time, so I can't pause it. But I would like to I would rewind that, and although I guess you can't really rewind it either. After rewind it and watch that again because that was weird. That looked like a real horse. I guess maybe that was just a trick it did, possibly. But that was pretty crazy. So it looked like a real horse that just fell down. Ew. That's gross. I like how they didn't cut to him right after he did that spit, probably because his face was all covered in gross shit. That's funny. Like the Guy Fieri mobile, apparently. It's funny because Violent J kind of does look like Guy Fieri, just in makeup. So that is kind of funny that he's in a very Guy Fieri esque looking vehicle, and he kind of looks like Guy Fieri in makeup. What a stupid name for a town too, Mudbug. How much you want to bet that isn't true? It's gonna be a real big thing. Like, oh my god, did you believe that his friends jumped in? I thought he gave his word. Well, I remember that was in the commercial for this. I've seen the commercial. That just looked like that looked like Hillary Clinton. I know it wasn't, but that chick kind of looked like Hillary Clinton with long hair. Oh, like they all have the same underpants. Like how he's able to shoot off people's pants, but he's was a terrible shot before when that midget was around. Are you feeling the weight of this climax like you're supposed to? Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope are finally together. Oh my goodness. They make me not feel bad so bad because my teeth are all jacked up. Theirs are too, evidently. Who knows if they still are now, though? Nowadays, they might have some fucking better looking teeth. I have no idea. So many people in Hollywood have fucking veneers, which is so scary to me to think of getting. My teeth are already fucked up, but like to get those veneers. They look ridiculous, but also they like shave down your teeth so you can get them, and it's just your actual teeth to like little nubs, and that's weird. And I don't know, the whole thing is so weird to me. But I already have jacked up teeth, so it's like I don't know. I think they're crazy expensive though. Oh, look at that! another gay joke. There you go. This is the 2000s. You can't not have gay jokes. No way. Oh, watch this bit. This is gonna be such. That's Ron Jeremy. Look at that. I think that's Ron Jeremy. It's supposed to be his dad, at least. Look at those reaction shots. There must have been just a camera just sitting there of him just doing that. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, what a reveal. What, it all makes sense now, doesn't it? Oh my god. Not really. I like how they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna have Violent J be it, but at the end it's gonna be just Ron Jeremy, and we're just gonna wipe his face, and it's just Ron Jeremy. And there you go. That can't be the end, right? I don't think that's the end. Like, there's no way that can be the end of this movie. No, okay, there's. But did that dude that looked like he was supposed to be a badass that was Violent J's fucking bodyguard the whole time? He never saw his face. Did he just get taken out in like a second? Like fucking Bane got taken out by Catwoman? That doesn't make sense. That person isn't playing anything. There's got to be a scene in this where some that dude comes back. I bet because he just fell down a well. Is that guy? I guess it is. But he's just. Oh my god, he wasn't dead after all. I don't. Is they're just gonna end it like this? I don't understand. So he wasn't his dad, and other people didn't die. Too Tough Tony. I guess, yeah. I guess these all are all rappers. Giving them the credits now. Boondocks. That must be another rapper guy that's on their label. Oh my god, the effects on that too. He's just holding a gun, pretending to shoot. Blaze, yeah, I think that's just another rapper that's on their record label. Jason Mewes, I guess he's supposed to be before. What is? I don't understand what's going on. I guess they just wanted to have one last scene with everybody. Mark Jerry, yeah, that guy must be just some other actor that's been in other stuff. Ron Jeremy, yeah. Wait, what? So wait, that's a different person that's there. Badly, okay. Okay. I don't understand what's going on. This just takes away from all of the. Oh yeah, Madrox, right? Yeah, there's one guy. I think Madrox and Monoxide, yeah, both those guys are in a group together. And they normally wear face paint, I think, too. I don't know why they're not wearing face paint and that's other people are, but who knows? Jump Steady, I don't know who that is. I guess another rapper that's probably on their label. But this last scene just takes away from everything from the rest of the movie. I mean, not that there's Jindy Haney. I don't know. Jeannie Haney. I've never heard of that person before, but she looked familiar. Oh my god, Brian David. Brian David, dear god. Bro. DJ Clay. Yeah, that guy looks like a DJ. For sure. Well, oh, that guy should really be ashamed of him. I mean, so many of these people should be ashamed of themselves for being in this movie. I like how that's a guy who's pretty much the Iron Sheik, more or less, because they did wrestling stuff too. Like I said, they did backyard wrestling, but they did their own kind of wrestling stuff. And that dude in a turban, I think, is supposed to be kind of like a. Oh yeah, that guy in the first movie, it said Big Money Hustlers. At the end, they had a scene like this, and it said wasn't in this movie, and so they did it again. That's a callback joke, I guess, to the first movie. But yeah, I apologize if you actually watch this with me. Oh my god, do you see the amount of time they're adding? That was already like, I don't know how long that last part, but now they're adding all these clips just to make it an hour and a half long movie. I guess. I mean, there's 5 minutes left. Like, dear God. I do apologize if you actually stick out with me and watch this whole thing with me. I know there's people from the Cottonmouth Kings. I mean, I don't know any of these people, but these. See, Vanilla Ice, Heckler number 3. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know most of these people. And I just feel. I feel bad for anybody who's in this movie, and I feel bad for you if you actually spent time with me and watched this and never saw this before. Maybe, hopefully, you had some amount of fun or just weirded out while watching this. But yeah, I want to do more stuff like this. Try to get better at it too, because I realize I'm probably not the best at doing this commentary stuff, and I'm maybe not being the funniest and stuff throughout the whole thing, but it's hard. It's hard with only one person. Some people would say maybe you shouldn't do it with one person, and those people would probably be valid. You know what? It's hard to argue with that. But I'm also doing this. It's fun, and maybe one of my friends will listen to this and fucking watch along with it or something. Or if once I'm dead, maybe people will watch this and be like, "Oh, this is nice. I can't hang out with Tyler, so I'll just watch a horrible movie with him." So if you're doing that, this is the future and I'm dead and you're listening to this, then shout out. How's it going? Life without me. Probably pretty alright. I'm sure you're probably doing pretty good. Not much of a loss. No, but if I'm speaking to you from the afterlife, yo, what's up, homie? I'm dead, bitch, but I'm still alive. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have any big. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I don't have any big emotional thing to say if I am dead and you're listening to this in the future. Yeah. Hopefully, see, this is, yeah. I don't have anything deep to say. My cat's looking at me. I'll be watching you like Santa Claus. I'm watching you, even if I'm dead. You think I'm dead? I'm still watching you. I'm still out there. I'm just a part of the. I'm just a conscious part of the universe that's living as Tyler right now. Here, I'm gonna get real weird and philosophical on you. Now I'm just talking like I'm dead, and I'm probably not even dead if you're listening to this. And yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to fill time. All right, I'm just trying to fill time. This is going on way too fucking long because they just want to get an hour and a half out of this so it can be a actual movie. I'm guessing. But dear God, I mean, I guess they have been playing the credits throughout this. I mean, that is a pretty hot midget. Ooh, she got him in the deck. Mm-hmm. And there we go, people. Oh, look at that. Why was there Scarface things in this? And if somebody shot him, wouldn't that make there still be one person left in town? Why is he the only person? None of this made any sense. Yeah, like they have a little Marvel fucking after credit sequence. Well, there you go. That was Big Money Rustlas, people. Hope you enjoyed it. You probably didn't. You couldn't have possibly watched through this whole thing. And if you did, well, then I'm sorry, but also thanks for fucking hanging out if you did. Stupid, ridiculous movie. But yeah, just something for fun. That's it. Oh, there's my alarm for getting ready for something. All right. Well, that's about it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we're going to do another one of these. It's going to be something maybe better, maybe worse. I don't know. I'm going to try to find another movie that a band or something did. Something weird and cringy and bad, because I don't know. Although they're terrible, I kind of do enjoy it. Although, I mean, God, this one was long. I have to admit, this was felt a lot longer than I thought. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's other ICP movies. I don't know if we'll actually do another ICP movie or not. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You'll see next month, I guess. Yeah, once again, thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you next month. Peace out, everybody.